negotiate and save Nigeria from Nnamdi Kanu. No doubt, President Muhammad Buhari's regime is one of the best Nigerians have seen. A regime that is taking the interest of the youth at heart by the increment of NYSC Corps members' monthly stipend from 19,800 to 33,000 and 30,000 monthly stipends for N-Power beneficiaries. Being a president of a country like Nigeria with tribal diversity is not easy, and as such, Mr. President is really trying. No matter how good a leader may be, he must still be criticized by some sect of people or opposition party members. After the time of Biafran warlord late Odumegwu Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, agitation for Biafra was very cold, but there have been a resurrection of hope since Mr. President came to power in 2015. The current leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is not relenting, as his main aim is for the freedom of his people, and as such, he have caused so much stress to Mr. President. The matter worsened after his release from prison, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu claimed that the person in Aso Rock is a cloned Buhari or the Jubril of Sudan. The news of Biafran agitation continues to be a major headline, and if Mr. President should negotiate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will focus on how to solve other problems, and Nigeria will be better. But will Mr. President want to negotiate with Nnamdi Kanu? Since the swearing in of Mr. President in 2015, many lives and properties have been lost under the leadership of Muhammad Shekau, who is the notorious leader of Boko People terrorist group. Millions of Nigerians have been used, and also I would suggest for Mr. President to negotiate with Muhammad Shekau and his gangs. Negotiating with a terrorist group is not always easy, but it will be a gigantic step in overturning Nigeria to a better country. Once Muhammad Shekau, his gangs, and Nnamdi Kanu should pledge their allegiance to Nigeria, greatness will be the nickname of Nigeria. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, everything is in President Buhari's courts. At first, as a president, he has failed. No one is sure. He has failed completely. He has failed woefully. He has failed to give to the country what the country has requested for. He has failed to give to the country what he promised to give to the country. You understand? So to me, I would say that instead of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pledge allegiance, not to trouble Nigeria again, President Buhari is to be the one to pledge allegiance to Biafra, promising to declare Biafra free. Because why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is disturbing Nigeria is because he's demanding for a very simple request, and the request is Biafran freedom. What could be so big than this? I've never seen. Nigerian is just that if not that Nigeria is becoming so wicked and greedy and selfish, why would they be finding it difficult to declare Nigerian free, to declare Biafran free? Nigeria doesn't want to stop gaining from the resources that they are getting from the southeast. They don't want to stop their extortion. So that is why they thought of it and say no to freedom to Biafra. You see, they know what they are doing. Are we to talk about the oil that Nigeria gets from the south? Are we to talk about the oil they get from the southeast? Are we to talk about the agricultural produce? What are we saying? What do they have in other regions? Yes, they are, but it can never be like the southeast and south. It can never and will never. Nigeria knows. They know what they gain and what they get on daily basis on revenue from the southeast. The southeast are the major investors in Nigeria. Let's take Lagos State as a case study. The investors in Lagos State are majorly the southeasterners, the Igbos. You go and see the complex, the business centers that the Igbos have set up in Lagos State, where they use for as their business center. Do you know the amount the federal government collects, the state government collects from these Igbos on daily basis, only because their building is erected on that land in Lagos State, all in the name of ownership, land ownership. Do you know the amount Lagos State realized from the Igbos on only the day-to-day sales of goods to the customers? For them to move it from the place of production to the place of consumption or use, you need to know the kind of money that Lagos State generates from these people. So what are we saying? Lagos State, Nigerian government knows what they are doing. They know the reason why they don't want to declare Biafran free. They know that declaring Biafran free brings the end of Nigeria. In fact, the level of poverty in Nigeria, I tell you, will go so high. Okay, no wonder the Oduduwa Republic came up and said, we too will want to own our own own our own republic. This is what they said. You can imagine. You see, they know that they can't cope as soon as the Igbos gain freedom. They can't cope. They can't face it. They can't face the challenges in Nigeria. They can't cope. They can't face the pain. They can't face the difficulties they are going to experience in Nigeria. They know how tough Nigeria is going to be. In fact, even the so-called Fulanis that are terrorizing and taking advantage of the country, that is when they will not experience the poverty of their lives. Because to me, I'm telling you, they are looking at all the regions we have in Nigeria, and the Fulanis are the poorest. They are the poorest. And they are the terrorists that is terrorizing our country, Nigeria. It's just because they are the one in power. That is why they are taking the advantage of all of these things. And President Buhari still did not want to do anything because he didn't want to hurt his people. You can imagine. You see what we're facing. You see what we're experiencing. That is Nigeria for you. In fact, we have made a mistake. We have made a mistake of voting a Fulani as a president. No wonder Femi Fani Kayode said it that President Buhari is not the type. He quoted it. In fact, my viewers, your comments concerning this news are very much important. Please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.